before we get into the reading, I have a short announcement. So I have started a vlog. I will have the name right here, you guys. So go ahead and go to my vlog, check it out. I would love to see some of you guys over there. It's just about following me on my journey in life as I strive for success. So if you guys like to check it out, go ahead and let's get into the reading. Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a reading on what your inner child would love for you to know. So today we are doing incense. I am burning the lovers incense. I got it from Spencer's. I don't know if that's specifically where I'm at, but if you have a Spencer's near you, they did have that. It's called Love Spell, but the reason why I'm burning the lovers incense today for this reading is actually due to the lovers not only just being about relationships, but about duality with ourselves, about loving ourselves. So you and your inner child are one of the same being. So that in itself is a form of duality. That is why I am burning the lovers incense. So if you want to set an intention, whether it be for a relationship, your inner child, self-love, a friendship, whatever it may be for you, go ahead and take a few seconds and set that intention. We're going to breathe in, setting that intention. Breathe out. Okay, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So for pile number 1, we have the circle. Pile number 2, we have the square. Pile number 3, we have the stars. Whatever resonates with you, go ahead and choose that pile. All right, let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So pile number 1, if you chose the circle, let's put it down here. All right. Your first card of the day of the Fortune Tarot is the Many Named. And this one actually has a sub with so many different layers to it, which is definitely symbolic of your inner child. This is so sweet. I actually see a little Superman up there, you guys, with a blimp as well. And it is the number 13. So with your inner child, you guys, what I'm getting right off the bat, that for you as a child, we also have a submarine there. You were the type of person who was like, I know exactly who I want to be, and then you would name like 15 different things about who you wanted to be. I want to be Superman, you know, I want to fly a jet, fly a plane, I want to be a pilot, or, you know, I want to be, you know, in the Marines, or I want to be an ocean photographer. Like, you guys had so many things going on. So that's why it's the Many Named. Your inner child did not come into this world thinking it wants to be one specific thing, but it wanted to try everything. It wanted to dabble in everything. And this is where I feel for some of you guys, you may have continued with this, but for some of you guys, you become a lot more rigid, and you no longer allow yourself to think in this way. Rather, you're very much focused on a singular thing. I should be this, or I want to be this. And this doesn't mean this is a bad thing, but for right off the bat, your inner child is saying to remember what it felt like to feel that you can be anything in the world. And you weren't restricted by the ideas of society, by your own fears, by your financial situation, by the way you see the world, because you were just so open and bright, and your inner child wants you to continue to be that way. Okay. So I gotta drink my coffee. Alright, let's get into the tarot cards. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. We have the lion right on the bottom there off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards, you guys, so you can see me shuffling them. Ooh, you guys, I don't know why I am messing up so badly right now. Okay. Ooh. We have the Six of Wands. Yeah, definitely as a child you wanted to be in the spotlight. But it was not with that Three of Pentacles there. Your inner child had such big dreams. There was so many things your inner child wanted to be. There you go. So you can see the incense, setting intentions. Ooh, that's too many. I love this already. The Queen of Pentacles. I love how I said I love this already, and the Queen of Pentacles was like, hello! I very much see myself as the Queen of Pentacles, so to have it just pop out brings so much joy in my soul. Okay, and with the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. So, what I'm getting from this overall message that we have here, let me align it a little bit. With the Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, it's like this mixture of inner child energy with adult energy and then adult fears is what I'm getting here. For your inner child, they're very much the Six of Wands, where they're just like, I want to be seen, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be this, I want to be that. The Six of Wands is also about being an influencer. It's about a person who wants to be seen, who is allowing themselves to be seen. And this may be something that you can be struggling with, especially if you yourself want to put yourself on a public platform. For example, YouTube, or even become an Instagram model, or create your own little business on Facebook, like whatever it may be, you guys. There's definitely something that has to do with electronic here. Or it could very well also have to do with just what you want to do in general. This could also be about something that you want to do with your hands with this Three of Pentacles. So it's almost like as you're growing up. So with this Three of Pentacles here, you guys, when you were younger, you used to work with your inner child with the energy that you wanted to manifest as an adult. So it was almost like you were so ready to grow up, but you were also very much trying to stay connected with your inner child, allow yourself to see the world more brightly. You had so many hopes and desires for yourself, and you didn't let anything stop you from succeeding in life. And as an adult, you stepped into this Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be female. This is all about energy here. Sorry, you guys. I have the hiccups. Give me 1 second. Okay. So with this Queen of Pentacles, this doesn't mean that you have to be female. This is about the energy that has come into your being as you aged. And this very much has to do with this connection with the feminine side of yourself. But you allowed it to be a lot more stable. So it's not the type of connection with yourself where you feel that you're overflowing with emotions and like you want to cry. This doesn't mean that the feminine is about that. It's just saying that for you guys, as you grew up, you became more stable. You became more secure with yourself. You are learning, or you have learned, to love yourself. And you're learning the importance of being emotional, but being emotional in a way that is stable. Because especially when you're doing something that doesn't resonate with your soul, it is very easy to fall into an unstable emotional state. With the Seven of Swords, however, something has stopped you. I'm feeling other people, especially when you were young and you were like, this is what I want to be. And they're like, be realistic. And you're like, but this is what I want to be. Like, even if you wanted to be Superman, you were like, or Superwoman, you're like, hey, this is who I want to be. And they're like, you have to be realistic. You cannot be that person. No one can be that person. That's all a lie. It's all fake. It's just on like a TV screen. But the entire idea behind a Superwoman or a Superman is not necessarily the abilities that you show. Like, you don't have to have lasers coming out your eyes, but it's also about what you decide to do in life. Let's say you continue to decide to want to be that Superman or Superwoman, and then you went to nursing school. In that case, you guys may not have lasers coming out your eyes, and you may not be able to, rewind time by going around the planet a bunch of times. But you are helping and saving people's lives, which in itself is a superhuman ability, because not everyone can do that. So if people just hadn't, for lack of a better word, shat on your dreams, who you could have been very different from who you are now. So a lot of the fears that you have now have to do with you almost feeling shameful of the dreams that you had as a kid, when in reality, when you have dreams as a kid, it's not something you should ever be shamed about. It should definitely be something that you're happy about, something you want to celebrate, something you want to feel good about, because you should. That's the entire point of this. And this is where your inner child is trying to tell you that you should not feel shamed by what you thought you wanted to be as a child. For example, I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian. Ever since I was 6 years old, I said, I want to be a veterinarian, I want to be a veterinarian, I want to be a veterinarian. And people tried to stop me because they were like, oh, that's a lot, maybe you shouldn't do that. And I stuck to it till I got to college. And then I realized to become a veterinarian, part of it, I have to euthanize an animal. And once I realized that, all my dreams were crushed, because I was like, I can't do that. I don't have the will to do that. But some people do. And for those people who are able to be the vets that we need for our animals, that is hard work to do, especially to even get there and to be able to be strong while you see hurt animals, sick animals, or even have to euthanize an animal. That is a superhuman ability right there, because you have so much compassion, and due to you having so much compassion, you want to be able to care and allow beautiful, beautiful beings to no longer suffer. So how you see this is completely up to you, but allow yourself to dream bigger, because that's what your inner child wants you to do, you guys. You guys have restricted yourselves because it's made other people feel comfortable, but now you're in a place where you're no longer comfortable. All right. I'm just going to pull a few of these tarot cards to see if there's any synchronicities or extra messages coming in. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I just realized I moved that the wrong direction. We have the Prince of Wands in reverse. It's going to be a repeating message. Okay, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I thought it was going to be, but this seems a tad different. And the Hangman in reverse. But the Seven of Swords on the bottom in reverse. So what I'm getting for this message is it is a tag along with the first message, and this is about how you see your childhood dreams. You see them as extremely impulsive. You see them, which they are, because you're a kid. It's not like you're gonna be like, and I'm gonna be the dough man, and then 5 years later, you're like, I want to be a fireman. And then 2 years later, you're going to be like, I want to be a policeman. Like, obviously, it's very impulsive. It's based off of what you are watching, what music you're listening to, what type of people are around you. So it's all about what you're consuming as in your environment. And so you guys saw all this stuff as very impulsive and just almost like a waste of time, because you're like, I could have been focusing on this. And that's where we have that King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles upright is about being self-disciplined, but in a very balanced way. But in reverse, it's more about workaholism. It's about being too disciplined. And that's really what happened here, because you felt that you should have had a more solid plan as a kid. But see, the thing is that you were a kid, and there's no such thing as a solid plan with a kid. Whenever you go to a store with a kid, you do not go to the store and think, wow, my kid's going to act just perfectly. They're not going to ask for anything on the shelves. They're not going to touch stuff. Depending on your kid, you know, they're not going to scream in the store. They're not going to have a temper tantrum. They're not going to do any of that. They're going to be extremely well behaved, and they will not be a kid. That is not going to happen. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that your kids are going to be screaming in the store. Kids normally do that. They do it in places where they feel most comfortable. So they don't feel comfortable at home. They will rather have temper tantrums outside of the home. And so, a little tidbit, child development. But with this Prince of Wands and the King of Pentacles here, it's literally saying, give yourself a break, because you deserve that. Love yourself as you are, and allow your dreams to not just be dreams. Like, allow your dreams to prosper and become bigger than they are now. And with this Hanged Man in reverse, this is literally saying allow your feet to leave the ground. Because in reverse, the Hanged Man is actually standing and he's very rigid. But upright, he's actually hanging upside down, and all of this information is pouring out of him. All of these ideas, these dreams are pouring out of him. And all the life that is in this tree is now being transferred to this tree. But in reverse, we have death, all the death in this tree flowing into this one. So definitely do not be so rigid, you guys. Allow things to flow, change your perspective, and do things that speak to you. Okay. Ooh, I'm sorry, you guys trying to get that? Okay. Let's do one of these. Ooh, I think the sun's being blocked out by the clouds. That's too much. Just one. Oh yeah, it just got extremely dark. I'm glad I had this lamp here. Wow. This sun. Okay, so we have go see some stuff. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not cool, you guys. This is just the Rebel deck. It speaks very bluntly. But what this is saying is that to allow these dreams to prosper, you have to do new things. You have to find out what resonates most with you. You have to hang around people who have similar mindsets to you, or hang around people whose mindsets you yourself will want to adapt into your day-to-day life. But definitely get out, you guys. Get out and enjoy life. All right, I'm going to pull one of these. We have retail therapy. So this could mean, you know, go ahead and buy yourself some new clothes. Maybe on Halloween, buy yourself the costume of the, you know, Superman you want to be. Or buy a Superman costume. Alright. Now, what self-care can you guys do for yourself today that will help you feel more alive and more aligned with your inner child? Ooh, this one was trying to get out. We have clear your energy field. So definitely take some time to clear your energy field, you guys. This is very important. Very, very, very important. Okay, you guys? All right, pile number one. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading or guidance on a personal or life goal, I will have that in the description. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, hello, pile number two. So if you chose pile number two or this square confetti, this is your reading. We'll put that right there. And for your card, we have the pressed one. Okay, so for this one, what I'm getting intuitively, let me go ahead and look at this. Io. There's actually, if I remember correctly, I think it's Jupiter. Jupiter actually has a planet called Io. You guys can look up that planet, see how it affects your sign. I say this as we literally have a little thing right there that says Io. Okay, so with this pressed one, what I'm getting is that for you guys, as a child, you were kind of... Sorry, coffee. You guys had parents that wanted you to be a specific person, a specific thing, very much a be this person, be in this profession, be this doctor, this musician, this whatever. But definitely you guys were not allowed to be who you wanted to be, and that's why we have the pressed one. You guys were definitely pressured, under pressure, which is what you have to do for the pressed one. It's a panini. But you guys were definitely pressured to be something else because your parents didn't want you to have to struggle as they did. So you may have parents who are immigrants or may just come from a poor background and they just wanted better for you. But due to that, they put a lot of pressure on you. Your parents could have also, you could have also come from a very rich household as well. It's just that your parents had high expectations of you and they wanted you to just be somebody that they thought was right instead of allowing you to venture along your path. Yeah, death and rebirth. The first one to fly out. So you guys may have been coming to terms with this, is what I'm getting. This is something that needed to be healed in your inner child. This strictness, these expectations. These expectations could have led to a people-pleasing behavior. It could have also led to you just trying to almost be everybody's friend because you just got used to the idea of trying to meet somebody else's expectations versus allowing yourself to grow as the person that you are. Yeah, we have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, so you guys had a very strict parent here who, with the Emperor upright is very much about being disciplined, it's about being confident, it's about knowing that it's almost like you're going to win, because he's actually holding a chess piece, and I'm getting the idea of checkmate. But in reverse, this card actually takes in the energy of the goat in the background there, if that is a goat. But this energy of stubbornness, this energy of over-discipline, like very strict on yourself. So this person was definitely too strict with you because they just thought that's the way you should be raised, rather than them actually considering how that was going to affect you in the long term. Yeah, the King of Wands, and so very much a masculine energy. This could have been a mother or a grandmother, doesn't have to necessarily be male, but this person was definitely masculine, and this was due to them having either absentee parents or parents who were also strict with them. So you guys have definitely, with that death and rebirth upright, you guys have been acknowledging these energies and you've been working through them in terms of your inner child. You've been healing. Whew, I'm so sorry you guys, that was my phone. It scared the bejesus out of me. But with this Queen of Wands here, you guys have definitely stepped into a whole new different energy. You guys are taking care of yourselves. You guys are there for yourselves. You guys are manifesting a better life for yourself. And you are bringing to life the desires that you've been wanting to take in all your life. It's almost like you guys are now listening to your soul rather than listening to everybody else and what they have to say. And with the Seven of Wands upright here, this could very well mean that you're no longer in contact with this person, or you limit contact with this person because you guys definitely want to focus on finding your inner peace. All right. So yeah, what your inner child is, it's almost like they just want to congratulate you for doing the work. Yeah, the Tower in reverse, because your inner child was very much weighed down by this. I'm getting the visage of a child climbing up a mountain, but with the bag full of rocks. And so this child is trying to carry this bag full of rocks behind them, and every single time they take a step, it's like they're crying because they just want to release it. And because you guys have released this old way of being, however long it may have took, and now the bag is a lot more empty, and I'm getting the full here, where now your inner child is so much more happy, no longer naive, but definitely a lot more happy with the situation itself. So your inner child does want you to know that it is extremely happy now, and it's thankful for all the work you put into yourself. Alright, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, that's like that symbolic of the carrying the bag of rocks. The child could have, you guys could have dropped this bag of rocks, or your inner child could have dropped this bag of rocks at any time, but because of this old way of being, because you guys were holding on to that old way of being, it's like you were keeping yourself stuck in the same place. Yeah. That's going to be upright. And the Three of Swords upright. So we have healing and renewal with that Three of Swords upright. So we have the Tower card here in reverse. So this is about emotional upheaval. So this was something that you definitely had to release on a very large scale. It wasn't something that you just meditated on. You guys, it may have taken some time. I feel like it may have taken a few weeks to really work through a lot of this energy, because you not only had to realize the old habits that you were embodying, but how you were embodying them in your relationships. That's why we have that Three of Swords here. So you guys were definitely battling with this old programming, where you guys were fighting to stop pleasing people. You were fighting to stop meet people's expectations, and even your own expectations. Rather, you were trying to learn to just allow things to flow, because you were tired of being stuck. And it's funny, I say flow, and we don't have one cup energy here at all. But that's the thing, yeah, you guys were not allowing things to flow. But now you guys are, because you realize the importance of it. With this Eight of Swords, once again, this goes back to carrying that bag of old negative energy, old programming up a mountain. There's actually sorry you guys, 1 second you guys, sorry about that you guys. So going back to this card here, there is actually a story of a man who, if I remember correctly, he managed to trick the gods, but I think it was that he managed to escape death twice, and then his punishment for that was to actually push a boulder up a mountain, but every single time he got close to the top, the boulder just got heavier and heavier and heavier and would just fall back down the mountain. And that was his punishment in hell for all of eternity. And that's really what I'm getting with this Eight of Swords here, is that you guys were pushing the boulder up the mountain over and over and over and over and over until you guys realized that you can just leave it behind. And so that's definitely what you guys did for yourselves. You left the boulder behind. With the Three of Swords here, what I'm getting is that now you're healing your heart chakra. You're healing any past relationships as well. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're talking to the people, because they may not acknowledge their own mistakes or their own harsh ways of being. But you guys are definitely healing and finding peace within yourselves versus the people who push this onto you, as you realize that these people didn't fully realize what they were doing, as that was just how they may have been raised, or that's how they thought it was okay to do. So after all of that, we're going to go ahead and get into the Rebel deck. I'm going to pull one of these, one of these, and one of these, and then we'll go ahead and end the reading. Okay. We have stop effing whining. Now this actually came out in reverse. So the people in the past who this masculine energy in the past may have always told you to just stop whining. Stop this, stop that, do what I tell you to do. And with this in reverse, it's saying that you guys are releasing this old programming, because how they would talk to you is how you started talking to yourself. And now you guys are no longer allowing such things to even be said to yourself, because you realize the importance of loving yourself. And we have stand tall, which is awesome, you guys. That is very true to your story. Stand tall. Your inner child wants you to continue to stand tall, continue to grow, continue to heal, and it is with you all the way. All right, so let's pull a self-care card. This can be something that you guys can do today to align yourselves with your inner child, with your goals, and to just feel more alive. So let's see. We have family. So definitely connect with those in your family who have supported you through this, through all this. People who have been kind to you, who have been sincere with you. Obviously, don't connect to people who treated you like crap. They will only continue to do so. So definitely connect with those who have been there for you, who have supported you. This could be friends, this could be family, this could be a lover, however that resonates with you. All right, my loves, I love you all, and I hope that resonated with you. If it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading or guidance on a personal or life goal, I will have my website linked down below. And if you guys want to donate to the channel, it will be greatly appreciated. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. All right, pile number 3. Your card is the burrito. So with this one, we actually have the donkey. We have the donkey and time is what I'm seeing here. And we have the infinity symbol. And this is the number 3. So there's the donkey and there's time. So you guys may have been very busy as children, a bit more busy than most children, is what I'm getting right off the bat with that donkey. The donkey is very much symbolic of, you know, like pulling carts, work, that type of stuff. And with time, it feels like for me, when you were a child, time was definitely of the essence. For you guys, you definitely had to grow up a lot quicker than most children. You may have had to raise your siblings, or you may have been the oldest one in the house, or even the most responsible in the house. Your parents might not have been very responsible, or they were just never home. So definitely you have to grow up very, very quickly. So time was definitely of the essence for you as children. Let's get into your tarot. So because of this, your connection with your inner child may not be as secure as it was for many. With that Judgment card, however, I feel like as adults, you guys learn to find yourselves. We have the Wheel of Fortune upright and the 8 of Wands upright. So yeah, definitely as adults, you guys broke free from this. You guys now choose to live your life the way that you desire. You guys are no longer feeling responsible for others. Though I feel the reason why this happened is that you are, and we have the 8 of Cups in the bottom here, you guys are meant to pass on your messages, your wisdom to others. So there is definitely a divine reason as to why this happened. So getting into the cards. So we have Judgment, which is about spiritual awakening. This is about reaching a higher level of consciousness, ascension, and this could also be about deep inner healing, especially on the spiritual level. What you experienced in life was actually due to past life events, is what I'm getting with this Judgment card. It was definitely a lesson your soul has been repeating over and over and over for quite a few past lives. And for this past life, you were meant to break free of the cycle, and that's where we have the wheel here. And the wheel is very symbolic of good luck, good fortune in your life. And for most of you, your good fortune didn't start until you guys were either in your late teens or as adults, where you might have been recognized for something, or you may have obtained a mentor of sorts, or you guys could have just been given better odds in terms of your life. Especially what I'm getting here is that you guys were able to take control of your lives and lead lives that speak to you rather than lead lives that speak to others. The wheel is definitely turning for you guys. It's turning in your favor, especially if you feel that things have not been working out. They will start to in the very near future. With this 8 of Wands here, you will be receiving a divine message in the very near future. I say this as the burrito is actually being held out by the divine hand, the hand of Source, which is why I also say that what you experienced was very much divine. So you will be receiving a message from the divine in the very near future. This message is definitely going to be about your next steps in terms of your divine life purpose and your passions in life. They're going to start showing you the way. And with the Hierophant here, what you are meant to do in this life, as I said earlier, is share your wisdom. Share the wisdom you have gained. Because you grew up so quickly, you learned a lot of lessons that you weren't meant to learn at a very, very young age. But due to this, you guys have all this wisdom and all this knowledge that can help so many different people. So definitely whatever your divine life purpose may be, whatever passions you may have in life, they will be centered around helping other people and guiding other people. However that resonates with you. And with this 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, you guys are walking away from this old way of being, of growing up too quickly, and you guys now are actively trying to enjoy your lives. Okay, we have 2 cards that flipped out. We have Temperance, which is very symbolic of that Judgment card, and the King of Wands in reverse. So with this King of Wands in reverse, when it's upright, it's about all the positivities of the King of Wands. It's very much about being a divine manifester. It's about manifesting the best in your life. And with this Temperance card right next to it, what I'm getting is that you guys are healing any old ways of being that are stopping you from manifesting your best life. We have a 9 of Cups at the bottom. You guys are doing deep spiritual healing to help wash away any things that are stopping you or stagnating you from manifesting your best life. Because a lot of this has to do with you thinking that things are not going to work out in your favor, when in actuality, things are going to work gloriously in your favor. It is just about getting there. Okay. The Prince of Swords or the Knight of Swords upright. So in the very near future, you guys will actually be going on an adventure of sorts that is also going to bring along one of your manifestations you've been hoping for. But it's an adventure towards mental clarity. So whatever you've been searching for in terms of your mentality, you will be finding mental clarity in the very near future. It is definitely an adventure, and there even might be a physical adventure that's going to lead to this mental clarity. What I'm getting here is that you may have a conversation with a person that's going to change your perspective on your actual mindset and your old way of being. That's going to propel you into this divine manifester energy. So definitely, you guys, be open to conversations with people. You know, don't push people away, because you never know who will be the person. All right, pile number 3. We're going to pull one of these cards, one of these, and one of these. So in terms of all of this, though, before I do continue, your inner child just wants you to know that for right now, strive towards mental clarity. You have been releasing a lot and you've been growing a lot, though you may have been overwhelmed mentally. So definitely strive to find mental clarity, and that will help you through a lot of different situations in life. A lot of the growing you guys have to do now is mental and emotional growth, though definitely work on your mentality first so you can have a better idea of where to place your emotions. Because as you work on your mentality, as you do positive affirmations, as you make yourself into your best self, your emotions will follow your mentality and vice versa. So definitely allow yourself to grow as you need to. Okay, so we have stuff could be so much worse. And this is what I'm getting as like your mantra, where you guys are like, things could be so much worse. Like I could be homeless, I could be this, I could be that. You know, I should be grateful for what I have. And I'm almost getting from your inner child, instead of saying things could be worse, it's almost like saying, I'm grateful for how things are now, but I know they can be better. It's about changing that voice in your head to always be positive. Because as soon as you allow yourself to have more positive thoughts, it opens the doorway for more positive energy, more positive actions, more positive manifestations, just so many more positive things in your life. So definitely work on changing the way your mind thinks and move away from negative thinking into positive. Yeah, that's why this is all about the mental. We have respect, and I'm getting respect yourself, which is very necessary, you guys. You guys have to respect yourselves. You guys have to love yourselves, love your energy, and love who you are becoming, okay? Alright, you guys, we're going to do one self-care oracle deck card, and this is about one thing of self-care that you guys can do for yourselves today to help you align with your inner child, align with your manifestations, and align with your best life. Okay. And we have watch a movie. So take some time to watch a movie, you guys. And no matter how busy your day may be, definitely take some time to watch a movie today. Alright, pile number 3. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading or guidance on a personal or life goal, I will have that in the description. I'll have my website in the description. And if you guys would like to donate to the channel,